so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Didn't know today would be our last, that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, saying hallelujah, I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Didn't know today would be your last, that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk right through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. In a world where heroes come and go, well, gone just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face.
Jadi karo woki. Hai, kono. Hai. Itu mahal gitu. Iya. Now, you can take your seats at this time. Oh.
to one and all. I vow divinity in each one of you present here this morning. Just a few reminders. Whilst Satyom was tested negative for the COVID-19 virus, it does not translate to any of us being asymptomatic carriers. And as a consequence, it is for this reason. We all have to ensure that all observe the guidelines by the state and other known personnel as to how we should behave under these circumstances. This morning, all of you who are gathered here, and even those who are listening and viewing from a distant place, we wish to give our support to the bereaved family. The bereaved family of the late Satyom Singh, his Patni, Shirley, children, Iran and Melissa, his siblings, grandchildren, his friends. And we know that it is very difficult, even without all the restrictions of the COVID-19 virus, to lose a loved one. But this is the final stage of the human existence in a human body. I only hope that all those who would have extended their sympathies and condolences and been there to support this family will continue to do so after today. Divine Supreme Being, Omkar, God, our Creator and our Supreme, and that one will return when the time right for us. Let us offer our prayer and that Divine Supreme Being. Om Shanno Mitraha Shanna Varuna Shanno Bhavata Varyama Shanna Indro Shanno Vishnu Brahma Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadeshyami Ritam Vadeshyami Satyam Vadeshyami Tanmam Avatu Tarvaktaram Avatu 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 Shanti, Shanti. May you, O Supreme Being, friend of all, the holiest of all and controller of the universe, be merciful unto us. May you, O Almighty One, God of the universe and support of all, endow us with knowledge and power. May you, O omnipresent, shower your blessings all around us. We bow unto most powerful and supreme being. You alone are the omniscient one whom we feel within our hearts. We will call you and you alone the true one. Your will, as truly revealed in the Vedas, will be obeyed and preached. We will be truthful in thoughts. You are our shelter. May you protect us who study and contemplate your divine nature, who speak only the truth, so that our understanding may be firm in your will and never turn away from it. Your will is truth and righteousness. That which is contrary to your will is untruth and unrighteousness. May you again shelter and protect us. O God, be merciful and grant us our prayer, for which we shall feel ever and ever grateful. Let there be peace in the upper regions, in the middle regions, and on earth Today, we humans are living in the blind and darkness of ignorance. O God, let the lamp of your knowledge shine so that we can select the true path. We are all roaming in darkness. Show us the path by shedding your reassuring light where we walk, and blessing our eyes with the ability to see and to select. To see and to select that it is right, and it will bring peace and blessings to us. We are your own children, O God, the direct inheritors of the grand legacy of mercy. We are the ones privileged to enjoy the bounties of your grace. We pray, O God, to bless us, that we may enjoy the peace of a happy world. For those who know the bhajan, I invite you, you can sing along. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे भगवन, राह दिखा दे। कदम कदम पर किरण बिछा दे भगवन, किरण बिछा दे। इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे, इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे। ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। हम तो हैं संसार तिहारी, प्रभु संतान तिहारी। तेरी दया के हम अधिकारी, प्रभु हैं हम अधिकारी। दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, ऐसा दे वरदान, ऐसा दे वरदान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। As we join in prayer, the chanting of the mantras. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Satyam yasya mrityum tasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Om yah pranato nimishato mahitavat indraja jagato babhuva yaishi yasya dvipadasya tushpada kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Om yena dyaur ugra prithvi chadridha yena swastabhitam yena naka yo antarikshe rajaso vimana kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Om prajapate natvate tanyanyo vishvajatani parita babhuva yakamaste juhumastanno vastu vayam syama pathayorayena. Om sano bandhur janita savidhata dhamani veda bhuvani vishwa yatra deva amritamana stritate dhamana dardhayankam. Om agni naya subhadharaye asman vishwani deva vayunani vidvan yodhyasmaj purana menum vishtanti nama uktim vidhema. O self-effulgent being, all holy and of all things, lead us through the path of goodness to prosperity and knowledge, and keep us away from evil deeds. To achieve this end, may we always contemplate your divine nature and be always happy. At this time, we will now have the eulogy. Melissa? Anuradha.
Namaste and Satyom to everyone. Death is not as merciless as he is made out to be. He is the friend and companion, the teacher, the kindly kinsman who takes you into his fold and clothes you with the halo of remembrance. Uncle Satyam, Uncle Shanky, Denny, a husband, a dad, a grandpa, a cousin, a friend. You shocked us all on Friday. Who would have thought you would leave us so soon? Satyam Singh was the fourth child of Molchan and Jasodra Singh, born on the 6th December 1954. He joined the family to meet his sister Vanmati, brothers Danraj and Kailashpati, and eventually got a little sister Parvati. They all grew up in the quiet village of Gaiman. Uncle Satyam started working as a taxi driver before being hired at Petrotrend, where he spent most of his career until retirement in 2015. He attended Picton Presbyterian and the Astor Boys College thereafter. As many love stories go, through school is where he met the beautiful Shirley Pagu, who was right next door at Astor Girls College. Now, to woo someone like Auntie Shirley could not have been easy, but clearly love won her over. They got married in December 1981, clocking 40 years together last year. They welcomed their dedicated and hard-working son Aaron in February 1984 and their brilliant daughter Marissa 2 years later. Uncle Satyam always loved cars and cared for them more than he took care of himself sometimes. He left all his perfumes and sprays on the shelf, but always kept the cars sparkling. Clearly, Uncle Satyam passed on his love of cars to Aaron. According to Shivana, as to this day, he cleans out the cars right after reaching home. After retirement, Aaron recalls spending evenings on the side of the house right there, chatting with his dad, who was also his best friend. Auntie Shirley and Uncle Satyam raised Marissa to be a strong and independent, and to work hard for what she wants. She has made feats in her academic life in earning her doctorate. Marissa got married to her true love, Atma Prasad, and welcomed their daughter, the light of the family, Janvi Prasad, in May 2019. To say Janvi is the eyeball of her grandparents is not enough. Uncle Satyam would light up at the sight of her on a video call, and in person, they'd play fight when he'd trouble her, but if you got the chance to sneak a peek at them as the evening wound down, you'd see Uncle Satyam sitting in the porch, Janvi on her tablet, rubbing her nana's belly. Uncle Satyam is remembered as a family-oriented man, jovial and always looking for a reason to laugh, and never missing a cricket game on TV. His friends and family remember him as a great balance between being loving and being frank. If something was on his mind, he'd tell you, but he'd crack a joke and make you laugh just as quick. When COVID-19 hit, his priority became keeping his family safe by staying home and foregoing his love of the beach and even traveling to visit his beloved Janvi. He'd tolerate watching those soap operas because his wife loved them, but I think he loved them too. Uncle Satyam, who would have thought he'd leave us so soon? Today, we all remember you, Uncle, as the fun-loving, hard-working family man you were. May you rest in peace. Thank you.
At least at this point in time, I have better understanding of who Satyom is. I didn't realize that he was related to the Sankar family, Maheshwari. That's a family I'm very close with. I was mentioning to Iran that I would have seen him somewhere, and that's where I was. So I know the person now who is before us. The light of God will allow each one of you to create and experience bliss. With complete surrender to God, that is, you will receive from God the original mantra. The original mantra, Om. That is the mantra of the Veda. You have your whole life to dedicate and to sit closely with God and to experience His blissfulness and His peace. The light of the Atman of the soul will always be filled with love. Give yourself to God in love, and you will enjoy the bounties of His creation. God has created everything for His creation. God doesn't want anything. He has it all. It is for us to use but don't abuse. We must acquire what we need, but not acquire things out of greed. God has provided for all of us. Those who know the bhajan, dance the bhajan again. Jyoti bindu Paramatma se hai meri atma ab chal kar le milan ab chal kar le milan ab chal परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु के प्राप्त का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण। ओ आत्मा चल प्रभु के साथ दे, तू सारा जीवन। ओ देख प्रभु तेरी निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरी निकट विराजे, करने अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में कल आज नाने, परम पिता का कौन प्राप्त बन कर, तू शुभ बरताने। ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, हो जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन। अब चल कर ले मिलन। अब चल कर ले मिलन। Bereaved family members, in times like these, there are invariably more questions than answers, because some answers can only be understood with a great deal of faith and trust in an existence of something which is immaterial, and yet it exists in everything material. That entity to whom we have our faith in and to whom we have placed our trust in, the Vedas declare that that entity is Om. Some people say Omkar means the same thing. We are all here this morning because of a relationship. A dharmapatni, children, son-in-law, brother, sister, neighbor, friend, a fellow employee, a fellow worker. And for each one of these relationships, there are duties and there are responsibilities. And we all must be aware that we must as our own duty and responsibility if we are to have a successful relationship with one another. We must carry out our duties and responsibilities to each other. And for each duty and each responsibility is a different relationship. A different relationship between husband and wife, father and daughter, father and son, father and son-in-law, grandfather. And we must be able to be aware and to be conscious of what are the bounds of our duties and responsibilities. Ever so often we read in the papers of not too nice things that happening between parent and child. Violence, not only physical violence but mental violence, because parents would have failed in their duty and responsibility for which they were blessed with, to have that child, the responsibility to care for, to love for, to nurture, and to pass on noble values. We can stay here and talk until this evening about each relationship and what are the actions that we must be carrying out and how we should do. But one example is good enough. But we must all ensure that we do our best in every given situation. This family, under the trying times of this virus that we are all living in, different times, they knew what they had to do as a duty and a responsibility. And they did what they had to do. So they would have acted responsibly and dutifully. And I understand a child from Canada, where she came from. Well, it was a duty to be here this morning. It's a responsibility she had towards her father, because he would have taken good care of her, loved her, but every tissue in his body, father-daughter relationship. Sometimes we have to act in a manner that some of us may not understand why we do such a thing. And I ask that we don't be judgmental, because we are not aware of all the circumstances in the relationship that is going on between the two persons. Sometimes one may just have to leave the home because they have to protect the person, the other person from themselves. Sometimes we have to do that. And then people will blame the one who has left. But they are unaware of the underlying reasons. It's just because they love that person so much. They want to protect that person from themselves. Sometimes we have to do that, so don't be judgmental. That's what I'm talking about. And situations I have come to learn are not really bad things, because in every situation there is something to learn. Every situation, whilst the happy situations, according to Vedic Sanatan Dharma, it is we are reaping the consequence of a good action, so we are happy with the consequences that we are enjoying. But also the negative situation we are enjoying or suffering is also from our own actions. And that situation is teaching us a lesson. Ever so often, we do not learn the lesson, and we blame everybody else for the consequences that you have to take care of, because that situation would have come to you based on your own karmas. Nobody else. That is yours and yours alone. You have to take care of it. Unlike, in Trinidad, Whether you learn a lesson or not in Standard 1, they promote you to Standard 2. And you still don't learn the Standard 1 lesson and they promote you to Standard 5. And you know what we have, right? Unlike that, when you have a lesson in a situation before you and you did not learn your lesson, it's going to come back to teach you again. It's going to come back to teach you again. Different situation, different consequences, but the lesson is the important thing that you have to learn. You must learn it from the negative situations. They are the best teachers. A bad situation is the best teacher to come out of it. So as we almost to the end of the ceremony here, the service, the Yajna, part of the Anteshti Sanskar, the last of the 16 sanskars in the life of a Hindu. We have to remember a few things. We enjoy or suffer the consequences of our own actions, not only in this life that we are living in this body. This Atman that we have here, the Atman is eternal. Maybe someone would have called Shirley and said, you know, Sat is in a better place. But while he was in the funeral parlor, meaning that not the Sat who was in the funeral parlor, but the Atman, the living entity that existed in this body, is in a better place. We hope, because of the actions that he would have carried out while in this body. So as we about to come to the close of this, there's a lovely bhajan that says, everything is fleeting and perishable, and it comes to an end with time. All the avatars, all the great yogis and saints and sages and great souls, they all had their period of time, and when the time is finished, they left. Just a few lines. Kal raha suajna arwaj hai soab nahi chakrayah sansar ka ghumat sadai sikpat hi. Everything is fleeting and perishable. What was yesterday is no longer today. Or what is today here now, a little bit later, will no longer. Therefore, unendingly, the wheel of the world keeps revolving. Birth and death keeps going for all of us. As we prepare to say our final farewell from the home here, for those who would like to place a flower, parents, children, brothers, if they are here, Dharapatni, you can take the card now. As I was saying, that we will now do the final bit of the lecture in this case here. So I'll ask our Patni to, and the other members of the family who would like to place the flower as a mark of respect. You can do so this time. And whilst they are doing that, I will be chanting a few Ved mantras. So Just come and pay your respects and you can provide. Namaste Satete Jagat Karanaya Namaste Chite Sarvalokashvaraya Namo Dvaita Tatvaya Mukti Pradaya Namo Brahmane Vyapine Shashvataya Tvamekam Sharanyam Tvamekam Varenyam Tvamekam Jagatpalakam Svaprakasham Tvamekam Jagatkatripatre Prahartre Tvamekam Paramaneshalam Nirvikalpam. For those who would like to, we'll go in a clockwise direction, this way. Bhayanam bhayamabhishanam abhishananam gate praninam pavanam pavananam Bahochay padanam niyandre tvamekam Paresham paramarakshanam rakshananam Mahochay padanam niyandre tvamekam Paresham paramarakshanam rakshananam Vayam tvam smaramo Vayam tvam bhajamo Vayam tvam jagat sakshirupam namama Sadekam nidhanam niralabhabhisham Bhavabho vikotam sharanyam vrajama Yatasya kaschet patirasti loke Nachischitanaeva chatasya lingam Sakaranam karanadipadhiko Nachasya kaschet janitana chadipa Parmeshwarana Paramamanishwaram Tam devatanam paramam hidevatam Patim patinam paramam parastat Vidham deva bhuvaneshametyam As we complete the observation here, for those who would like to pay their last respects, we have the flowers there. For those who would like to place the flower, can do so. If not, Aaron will now place the ball on his father. He will now give his father all the beautiful flowers. Take one another. as we take Satyom from home to the shore, we shall invite those who will be assisting to take him to the bus, and those persons coming. And as we join in prayer, Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravina Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva.